Hi. Today on Late Night with Lance Newscaster. Tonight on Late Night with Lance Newscaster. There's a plague sweeping the nation, and that plague is fat people. Our resident fat ass over here, Chunk Reynolds.
Hello.
Also, tell me a little bit about how it is to be fat.
Well, I don't mind. Some people seem to not like it very much, but I like it a lot. I can do a lot of things normal people can't, you know.
I want to say that normal people, the things that normal people can do would be better than the things that a fat person could do.
Well, there would be some disagreements with that. One of the main ones being that we can float and have a lot of fun doing it, unlike skinny people.
Well, I guess that's good if you get in like a...
You can balance things on your stomach while you're floating as well, I just want to add.
Well, that's good. I suppose that's a good thing to have if you're like in a shipwreck situation, but then since you're so goddamn fat...
I'm just talking about at a pool.
Tracking shark. Oh, just at a pool.
Yeah.
Well, you know, have you ever noticed on the... I mean, I hate it when fat people are at pools. It's like, you know, they're getting their big, fat, sweaty ass all in my water, their big-ass butt cheeks squishing together, you know, producing that awful squeaky stench, you know.
Well, I think the same thing about skinny people. They have the skinny juice. Everyone knows. It's from your armpits.
Yeah, but I mean, there's just, you know, like, what do you keep in your folds? Tell me about
my
some
folds.
That you keep in your folds.
This fold here, I keep my cell phone for easy access. The fold right above it, I keep a sandwich at the ready.
Well, that's...
I have about 16 other folds.
16 other, yeah, wow.
They're usually vacant.
Well, have you ever
Unless I have children.
Kidnapped a child? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah. What a coincidence. I keep all my kidnapped children on my right side folds.
Dude. This is a hard one. So how did you like your free pizza?
Well, I enjoyed it very much. I ate it in one bite, so I've had to resort to eating the box now to sustain myself.
Yeah, maybe you want to whip some of the cheese off there, Tubby.
Well, I already did. It's a sparkling.
There's some grease on there.
No, I ate all the grease. This is some throw up from after I finished.
Well, you think you might want to get that back down, you know?
No, I don't really like throw up that much. I used to. In my youth, I ate it all the time, but I've grown distasteful of it.
How did you become a fat? Were you always fat? Were you
I was fat from the moment of conception, actually.
Oh, were your parents fat?
No.
Good, because that's good, cause, you know, that means that they aren't blights on society.
You're implying that I am a blight on society?
A blight on society, yes, and I think that you and all of your people should be thrown in... There should be a holocaust for fat people, and then there would be so much fucking soap that you could fucking wash all the stinky African children. So did you find that you experienced a lot of bullying because of your disgusting weight problem?
Well, actually, my disgusting weight problem actually allowed me to be a bully. I would slam my stomach into the students, and I wouldn't just walk up and hit them with it. I'd actually kind of pick it up and swing it.
That must have made quite an impact. Did the school not take notice of that?
Well, they did, actually. I was sent to the principal's office many times.
Well, I always actually found, from what I remember in school, the fat kids always broke the chairs, you know? It was always a chair that, you know, the teacher would say, oh yeah, there'd always been a screw missing, you know, any other kid could sit in it, but that one jackass had to ruin it for everyone.
That happened to me about 10 times, and everyone would laugh at me, and then it'd just go on a tummy slapping rampage.
You fill me with utter contempt, disgust, distaste. Like, there's a vile, sour taste in my mouth when I think of you and all of your worthless, stupid other fat people. I hate you.
Well, I feel the same way about you. Actually, I was recently involved in a poll where I was asked if I hated Lance Newscast.
About it, you know, from what I hear, that poll is fraudulent because from what people tell me, I mean, my mother tells me she loves me all the time.
Well, then it must be true. My mother told me that, and who could ever love me? I mean,
This is a good point. You're right. My mother may have not loved me, but that is just a possibility. Your mother definitely didn't love you. She was fine.
well, I know. That's why I hit her
with
with my stomach into a wood chipper.
skipper after that. Well, how do you feel about childhood obesity nowadays? Do you think that it's good to be fat? Do you think it's good to be fat?
It is good to be fat.
Do you think that the way that our society is contributes to the fact that people are fat, with food being so available at such cheap prices?
Yes. Well, if the food wasn't so cheap, they wouldn't be able to eat as much of it, and they wouldn't be as fat. So, and I want people to be fat. It's a great hobby.
Do you ever get weighed? Because I know a lot of girls are turned off by, big, scary, intimidating, disgusting,
Well,
revolting.
You'd be
putrid
surprised. It's actually what
stank.
most women like in a man. Every single one of those adjectives you've used.
I usually don't associate those as being positive qualities that women look for.
Well, obviously you're deluded, because every woman I've ever talked to, all 2 or 3, maybe 3 of them, they've all told me that those are their favorite qualities.
And did you
And then they usually laugh and walk away.
Well, have you ever thought that maybe they were being sarcastic?
No, it never crossed my mind.
Say something.
So Lance, what's your favorite food?
Well, now here's something I suppose that we could talk about. We can talk about food, even though you abuse food. Tell me about your favorite food, badass.
What?
Tell me about your favorite food, or your list of foods.
Well, some of my favorite foods are stuffed haggis, stuffed asparagus,
I didn't know one could stuff
Stuffed.
asparagus.
of course, stuffed popsicles, stuffed mashed potatoes, stuffed hamburgers, stuffed peas, stuffed carrots,
How do you feel that you can't fit into cars?
Well, I can fit into minivans, so...
But you can't drive, right? Because you're
No,
steering.
only in the... If you put down the second row of seats and sit in the third row. Mostly on the floor.
Do you feel like, don't you feel that there might be something wrong when you get on a weight, on an elevator, and you look at the weight, and it's like, oh wow, I'm gonna break and destroy this elevator?
Well, the weight limit on elevators is usually like 3,000 pounds, so I mean, I'm nowhere close to that. You're just insulting me now.
Yeah, but you're just fucking deserve to be insulted. You deserve to be insulted.
Well, I disagree. I think you should be the one being insulted. I mean, I've heard your album. It's just trash.
You mean,
I mean
Eazy-E and the Flow Street Riders?
Yeah, I mean, I heard it once when I was working in this factory for a day. I mean, it's just the most terrible album I've ever heard in my life. It is not sumptuous, okay?
It is decadent.
It's none of these words.
It's
more like
it's like having
trash,
chocolate drizzled on your ears.
ear trash. It's ear diarrhea, basically.
Well, you have diarrhea of the mouth. You probably have anus because you're always eating so many fucking...
About 12 hours of the
food.
day is spent with that problem, actually.
Really?
I'm very traumatized by it, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't bring it up.
So tell me about how the burn of your asshole. It's described to me in vivid detail. I want to be there.
You know those commercials for pain medicine where it just shows the part of the body glowing from pain? It's like that.
Interesting. Now, is there a visible light?
Sometimes, if I go to the bathroom and it's dark, I don't turn the light on, I can sometimes see clearly because of the light emitting. It'll bounce off the inside of the toilet and shoot out.
I was reading. So, Chunk, do you ever play with your titties?
Not usually.
Well, that must be a good perk if there is ever one. If there was one thing I could say might be good about that, be having them big, juicy titties to play with.
Be good about being fat?
I'm giving you something here. Fucking throwing your
You're
bone.
saying that's the only thing good about being fat?
Well, there's nothing good about being fat. Shoot.
Obviously,
Except that you'd be warm.
slapping people with your stomach is a plus. Being able to float, like I've told you, that's another plus. Being very absorbent of liquids.
I never recognized that as a quality that a fat person possesses.
Yeah, while you're floating in pools, you sometimes absorb the whole pool by accident into your skin.
Are you sure you're not thinking like of a cartoon sponge?
No, I'm talking about all fat people.
Maybe you're thinking about Patrick.
No.
Because you're fat.
Stop talking about Nickelodeon shows and focus on the issues at hand.
You're right. We need to talk about some
the
hard-hitting
pluses of being fat.
But what do you think about prison rape?
Well, I'm not personally a huge fan, but I've known some friends that have experienced it and had a good time, so I'm not going to judge.
So, I mean, you must not be able to go on any roller coasters or rides.
I've actually found one roller coaster I can go on.
What, the Chocopotamus? Fucking turd fucking floating in a pool?
No.
Floating turd.
It's actually a huge roller coaster. The track's about 7 feet across for extra stability.
Okay.
And it's basically the whole back of a minivan, the third row, with the second row put down, strapped onto a track, and it just sends you around the roller coaster track.
That sounds pretty radical.
It's very fun. They take pictures of you.
They take pictures of you
throughout the ride.
People probably walk by and just make point and laugh at all the fattos
basically,
that are on all them chubbo-tardos. There's chub-tards.
Yeah, I told them to take the cameras down or I'd sue them, but they haven't listened to me.
Well, yeah, you know, that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is.
That's right.
No, it's not. Nothing that you could ever do is right.
Well, I disagree. I think
words
that
come out of your mouth that you don't understand the nature of.
Yes.
You don't understand correctness. Yes. Yes is positive. There's nothing positive about your situation.
I've told you so many good things about being fat. Are you just not paying attention to the things I have to say about being fat? Do you want me to name some more?
There's nothing good to say.
I've already named at least 4. I've already named at least 4 positive things about being fat. Do you want me to name like 7 more?
Yeah, if you stab yourself, do you pop? Huh?
Some people have been known to. It's called sudden popping syndrome.
Here you go, senor.
Oh, do you want me to demonstrate, Chico?
Damn it.
Are you saying you want me to demonstrate sudden popping syndrome?
Yeah, I'd like you to, senor.
Chico, get the fuck out of here.
Why don't you just get out of here?
I'm sorry, Mr. Newscaster.
Why don't you just get out of here?
Mr. Reynolds. Oh, okay.
Just go away, Chico.
Chico?
Alright, so, what were we talking about?
You know, sometimes it's so hard. I try to love that Mexican boy.
I love you too, Mr. Newscaster.
Shut the
Go
fuck
away,
up,
Chico!
But it's just sometimes he's such a handful.
So another good thing about being fat is that in addition to the floating and the slapping and the absorbency, we can, if we fall off a building, we usually just bounce as if there was a trampoline there.
Really, like flubber.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
we bounce back up to the roof that we fell off of. And then just land there safely.
I love Tim Robbins or whatever the fuck his name is.
Robin Williams?
Robin Williams, I mean, flubber,
it bounces all around.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, that's a great film.
No, you need to stop agreeing with me. Everything you say is wrong, so you can't say things that I think are right.
I agree with you.
No.
Alright, I disagree.
Okay, so, I think that this is probably about the time that, you know, we're going to be saying farewell to our audience, so maybe, I mean, do you want to say anything so that our audience can remember, you know, something to remember the fat dude by?
Well, I just want to remind everyone that not to buy his album, because, seriously.
You mean Cheesy Cheese? With the Flow Street whacking slackers?
What, this is so unprofessional.
Yo, what's up?
Can you believe this, Chico?
What's
No,
going on?
I can't. Mr. Reynolds.
Oh wow, the bird. Drinking's fun.
Mr. Newscaster. Mr. Newscaster.
I've never been treated like this in an interview, Chico. I don't know how to react to this. This is so unprofessional.
I agree. He gets like this sometimes. You don't have to wait.
You know what, Chico, I've been enough. Just go away, Chico. I'm done talking to you.
Okay, senor.
You had called me. You called me. But that's hilarious. I am in
I'm getting ready to leave. I've had enough of this. Chico, get my scooter. I'm leaving. Get my scooter, Chico.
Chico, no hand no more.
What, Chico?
Chico, no hand no more.
You don't have it, Chico? What happened?
Chico, no hand no more.
What did you do with it, Chico? Did
You
sell
ask
it?
Chico to go away. My name ain't Juan.
What?
My name ain't Juan.
You're not Chico?
I have one of those.
Can't you see? Can't you see I'm not Chico?
Oh, okay. So, Juan, can you get my scooter for me?
I don't know where it is.
I would need to get some
Can you ask
cardboard, though, I
Chico
can
where
make
he put it?
I don't know where he put
Get some
it.
cardboard to complete it.
I can't get up if I don't have my scooter.
Oh,
I'm stuck here listening to this.
maybe you should not do so much then,
Can you
senor.
find a forklift or something to help me out here?
I don't know.
Go down to your loading bay or
I
something.
don't know,
Yeah,
senor.
it's sort of ridiculous.
Can you get your supervisor?
I don't know, senor.
You don't know if you can get your supervisor.
I don't know, senor.
Well, I'll tell her that. Okay. Yeah, so go out into the world.
Why were you on the phone during our interview? I was about to leave if Chico and Juan didn't misplace my scooter.
You were talking to Chico?
I was talking to him, but then he
camera?
left, and this guy named Juan, he was very disrespectful and uncooperative. He didn't know how to do anything that I asked him to do.
I don't know who the hell that is.
You don't know who Juan is?
Juan's not one of my employees.
Well, he sounded just like Chico, and I thought he was Chico, but he said he wasn't, so I think he might have been Chico.
Go find that boy and give him the worst raping you can. I mean, I'm sure that you're a fat, punchy,
I can't
sweaty-
get up if I don't have my scooter, and
Oh.
Chico won't tell me where my scooter is.
I can roll you towards him.
Can
if
you
want.
roll me or find a forklift of some kind?
I could do that, I suppose.
Okay,
But
let's get this done.
Alright, let's get this done. And as for talking on the phone, I don't care about you at all. That's how little you matter to me. That's how little you as a person. So, what's that? Los Haciendos. Au revoir. ¿Dónde está el baño?